Hello everybody and welcome to The Film Critic. So with all the new DC content coming this year, starting with James Gunn's Peacemaker series on HBO Max, I thought I'd talk about the reported new rumors surrounding the Flash film starring Ezra Miller. Now if you don't know, the Flash film is supposed to come out later this year, and these new rumors on social media claim to say that the film will erase the current DCEU timeline, or more specifically, the Snyderverse. The Snyderverse has come to be known as the films director Zack Snyder had originally planned and filmed for the DCEU. This includes Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League, and the other two films in the Justice League trilogy. Now, since the long-awaited release of Zack Snyder's Justice League last year, fans have been demanding Warner Bros. Restores the Snyderverse. This campaign has been going on for a while now, but WB doesn't seem to be interested in returning to Snyder's vision for the film universe. This is evident as the new DC projects seem to be disjointed from the main established DCEU, by not mentioning most of the past events and characters. If the rumors are true, WB is going to the extent to sacrifice their first Flash solo film to reconstruct their film franchise, by Barry Allen traveling through time and space and erasing the timeline, so that WB can keep what works and throw out what doesn't. This was done in the comics as well, and was renamed the New 52, where the Flash traveled back in time to save his mother from being murdered by his arch nemesis, the Reverse Flash. But this way, he created a completely new timeline, so he ran back to fix his mistake, which led to a new timeline where writers could do new things and write without having to stress much about the continuity errors. This is what WB might be going for, the DCEU. There's a lot of continuity errors, with directors not even knowing which universe or canon timeline their film is in. The Flash film could fix all of this, making a concrete timeline. But the fans are not happy, and this, like all other DC news, has gotten into bad talk. Most fans don't like that Warner Bros. Are erasing everything Snyder has worked on, that the DCEU is ruined forever. But let me tell you, there is still hope. You might just be wrong. Now, I don't have much faith in the DCEU, but they have managed to pull together some decent projects. The Suicide Squad, Shazam, Aquaman, to name a few. But DC's past failures have kept it from moving on and making good movies. I believe this timeline shift could help it to finally craft its own unique MCU-style universe. It does not have to be like the MCU though. Sure, the MCU makes a ton of money and all, but DC needs to have its own identity. Don't get me wrong, I love Snyder's vision for the franchise, and I'd be thrilled to see him return to complete it. But honestly, it just doesn't seem likely now. The Snyder Cut was great and all, but it's kind of hard to move forward with his plan now that so many years have passed. And with Affleck gone, as he reportedly said the Flash film was his last time playing Batman, the Snyderverse is unlikely to happen, even with the Discovery merger. So let's finally come to my question. How can the Flash rumors save the DCEU? Well, first off, it is ideal for them to restart their universe, as many of their films were critical failures. And I know people will say, oh, but the Snyder Cut wasn't a failure, it did so well, and all the fans want it, so why don't they just do it? Well, then here's your answer, buddy. WB does not like to be told what to do. They don't want to be told by fans to do things that will actually make money, and it's embarrassing for them to just listen to the fans and find out that the fans were actually right. And I'm not saying I support them. I'm just telling the truth. So if they do make the time travel multiversal soft reboot thing work, and the movie is a success, then what does that mean for the DCEU? Well, we know that a Batgirl film is already in production, and that Barbara Gordon is most definitely going to be mentored by Michael Keaton's Batman, as he is in the cast. There also are rumors that a Dick Grayson Robin could show up. Now, I think this is more than possible. Leslie Grace's Batgirl could be seen as a new prodigy of Batman and Robin. Some of the casting rumors say Dylan O'Brien might be getting the role. It seems possible, but the guy is 30 years old, so we can expect to see him as an older, more mature version of Robin, in the early stages of becoming his own hero, Nightwing. Why do I think that is so? It's because of the Justice League reboot rumors that have been circulating recently. I think it's possible if a new Justice League is formed, Keaton's Batman could be mentoring while Leslie Grace and Dylan O'Brien play Batgirl and Nightwing, and be one of the League's members. Shazam was a hit and a sequel is on the way, so we can expect to see him also part of the League, and he might even have a major role in the new DCEU. Aquaman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, and Supergirl seem to also return as members of the new League. Henry Cavill doesn't seem to be returning, even though he really wants to. We still don't know what will happen to his character in the DCEU, as Man of Steel's Zod and a few other characters are returning for the Flash film. But if Cavill does return, I can see him mentoring Sasha Cal's Supergirl. So, so far, things don't look so bad. If they're able to do this properly, I think this version of the universe could work. It's different from the MCU, because most of our main heroes are now mentors, but it's also unique and different. Who knows, maybe we might even get a multiversal Batman movie, where we get to see Robert Pattinson's Batman interact with the other DC characters. Nah, it doesn't seem like to be happening, but I can dream, can't I? So that's all for now, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and tell me your opinions on these new changes. I know most of you might just curse at me for making this video, but I'm just sharing my thoughts. And I'd love to hear yours, even though they might just be, I should go kill myself. Also, tell me if you'd like to see a part 2 of this video, where I talk about the problems that might come if Warner Bros. Makes these new changes. That's all of me today, and I'll see you next time. Also, if you don't mind me saying, while you're out there cursing at me in the comments, just press the subscribe button, even if you hate me for my opinions. Maybe we can agree on something else. Thanks.